So I'm good to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Luigi.
And this is Star Revenge 6.25 Luigi's Adventure DX or Deluxe, made by Birdu. It is a remake of Star Revenge 6. The Star Revenge 6 was made in like 2014. This remake was made in 2019 or 28. No, it's 2019. This is, well, most people consider the best Star Revenge. It is very well polished all around. There are very few things that are like bad game design. This is bad in general. There's some things I have complaints about, but that's just like, as a speedrunner, I wish some things were slightly differently or whatever. But yeah, this is a Star Revenge that has the most stars in it. Every time I always want to say it's the longest Star Revenge speedrun, but no, it doesn't exist. This is a Star Revenge that has the most stars with 216 stars, which is very different from the normal 182. I believe the way they're able to do that is by like changing some flags or whatever to like be stars or whatever. Like it's some complicated shit or whatever, but it's not as complicated as Decades Later, but it's still complicated. But yeah, as you can tell, this hack is a non-stop hack too. That just basically means normally after collecting stars in many other hacks, you get taken back to like the overworld or whatever, or get taken back to somewhere else, and then you have to re-enter the level. This is not the case with this one, where you can just collect the star and keep going, which makes making mistakes a lot trickier, or it makes mistakes more damning. Because if you fuck up, especially if you fuck up before you collect the 80 coin star, which you do in basically every level except like a couple, you lose a lot of time trying to collect those 80 coins again. Hopefully that doesn't happen today, but who knows. As we are done with the first split, which is just the first part of Mushroom Kingdom. You can't get any other star here because you need caps to get there. And you need to collect at least one of those stars to get to course 1. You can't just exit course and immediately go to course 1. They make you get a star in Mushroom Kingdom. It's never on the course 1. It's funny how this course doesn't have an 80 coin star, even though I just said there's levels with 80 coin stars. But we'll get to that in like an hour or so into the run. Aglat magic, yeah. It's just Aglat magic, the reason it happens. It's much more complicated in Decades Later, but you know, we're not running Decades Later, so I don't gotta talk about that much. Hey, that will take another sip of my drink. Shout out Arizona Arnold Palmer. The best drink to ever exist. $12.05, I think it's one of my better Koopa times actually. Yeah, you will see later, there's a reason I don't collect every star. And it's not just the fact that I'm gonna have any caps or anything like that. There is something in this game. You normally have the red cap being your wing cap, the green cap being your metal cap, and the blue cap being your vanish cap. There's also a yellow cap, which I believe was always in the game's files or whatever. Like it's been there, it just was never used for vanilla. But it's used in this. And it's the yellow switch. The yellow switch basically just adds a star 7 box to every level. Because there's actually 8 stars in every level. Well, 8 stars in, yeah. There's basically 8 stars in every like level that you visit. To the normal 7. The 80 coins is now the 8th star, and the 7th star is the yellow box star. Wow, that was insane. I failed it, not like that before. That's a crazy way to fail. Anyways, we do some wall kicks to skip all of the platforming challenge to get to the star. We're doing TD thins. And we are out of here now. And now we are on to one of the better levels of the game, which I didn't realize was actually themed off something, but looking back at it, it makes more sense. You have the Deltarune themed level, named Scarlet Forest, which is based on a part of Deltarune called Scarlet Forest. Use a cannon. Normally use a cannon for something ahead, but if you just take a cannon shot over here, you can skip what I believe is a starter that uses metal cap and wing cap. Just skip both of them by just doing one lava bounce, or two if you have more health. And yeah. The funny thing about being a speedrunner in this game, I forgot in which stars sometimes require caps. Like there's some stars like that like I never remember that it requires a cap until I actually think about it. Like there's a pipe like right below me right now that says, hey, you need wing cap and metal cap to get to this star or whatever. It's a funny thing about being a speedrunner. Like if there's a skip, you forget like what intended is or whatever. Hello. Okay. This is one of the more stricter coin routes. I do want to collect every coin that I can. There's some coin routes that are pretty forgiving, and some of them that are just very strict. Yeah, I guess if you think about it, I do Archipelago, yeah. Think of Archipelago. After doing it, it seemed scary at first, but it was really fun to do, and I definitely want to do more. Okay, hold on. I'm playing 1.1, so I'm playing 1.1, so it's this box. There's a funny thing that Bodu did with the two boxes that were just there. In 1.0, those boxes were swapped, where the left one gives you 10 coins and the right gives you a Chukya. Bodu changed it. The fuck with speedrunners. Which fair enough. It always still gets me 90% of the time though. I can't lie. It gets me so often. Just cause I swap between like 1.0 and then 1.1 a lot for 75 and 216 mostly. You normally used to come down here. Normally I collect the 80 coins, or I used to collect the 80 coins right here, and then do the platforming counts to get up. But something I learned from the 15-star run that I got the record in, you could just go onto the top and just get onto the thing normally, like that. I'll get the thing easier, I guess. Now here, okay, there's a very scary thing that can happen there, that I can just get clipped out of that, go through the walls, and just fall into the lava. Thankfully, it didn't happen this time, but it's happened quite a lot. As we are done with course 14. And now, we'll be collecting Overworld Star here, and then making our way to Metal Cab, which is in course 4. We're just skipping to this level to go right to Metal Cab, but don't worry, we'll be back very shortly. Make our way here with the shell. Normally you're supposed to go the other long way around the mine, I'm pretty sure, to go all the way to Metal Cab. But you can just come this way. And just come in here right there. And this is Metal Cab. And even side stages, this is not a main stage, it still also has an 80 coin star. And 8 stars. We'll go here. And then we will do these wall kicks just to skip the entire long way around and just get to the Metal Cab immediately. Skipping that one coin is fine. How do I feel about 6.25? I think I like it just a little bit. It's just a little bit fun that I have every record. So, you know, just a little bit. I personally think this is the best Star Revenge game. Some people can argue that they like 1.5 more, or 4.5 more, or 3.5 more, or even 4.5 or 4.9. I mean, all of those are very much. I can't be mad at any of them liking them more than 6.25, because it all just comes up to preference or whatever. I don't like when people like 4.9 because it's Kaizo and they think that's why it's the best. But you know, that's surely nobody would have that opinion like because of that. Yes, we'll make our way around and lose a little bit of time. That's fine. So that damage might kind of fuck me up in a second, potentially. Well, I guess I could just kill a Snuff It, which is I don't normally never kill this Snuff It, but I'll probably have to just to like make sure my health is fine. Normally I could just collect those coins or whatever and be fine, but I'm very concerned about my health, so I just need that extra coin. And we'll climb up here. That you normally use I believe you use what's it called? A heart to get to, but you can just get to with 2 lava bounces. And now I will try to get something that's pretty tricky to get. Okay. Okay. There you go. There's normally a climbing section you have to do with lots of amps, and normally with that first backflip wall kick, you can just skip it immediately or whatever. I got away collision, which I think almost killed me, which was very scary. Maybe we'll just collect a couple more coins here, climb up this slope. Hopefully I was gonna say the good way, but you know the game doesn't want to treat me well. You can just wall kicks along that and then just skip all of the actual platforms. 3.9 NX. Not sure about that. Gonna need to check that one out. Yeah, the best star event will actually be Kiro Quest. Kappa. And we are almost done. You have to collect one last star. Yeah, there is no fall damage. I guess something I probably should have mentioned. I'm just so used to it, whatever. Yeah, there's no fall damage in this. And normally, out of most courses, you would exit course or whatever because we're right here. And it gives us an optimal spot to start course for. We don't have to exit course. We take this shell. And we climb up a big slope. I try to collect the coins there, and yeah. Normally this requires you to go like high up somewhere else. You go in, get a vanish cap, and then you end up there or whatever. But, you know, I'm a speedrunner. Why would I need that? Why do I need to get vanish cap? We don't even have vanish cap in the run yet, so just skip it. But that slope is a really dumb slope to climb. There used to be so many runs. It doesn't happen as often nowadays, but it still happens sometimes. Well, I will have the Snuff It from the Lakitu just hit me, and it just completely breaks my shell. And from that point, the run's pretty much dead. I could just, I don't even know what I would do from that point. I think yeah, most times I just reset from there because there's nothing I can really do. I'm glad that didn't happen here because that would have been really bad. I probably would have lost like a minute. And now we're back here to where we were earlier collecting a shell, but now going the way the game wants us to in collecting the red coins. Music's very quiet. Does it always do that after the show? I feel like it's normally not this quiet. What the fuck? What the fuck? I swear the music's normally not that quiet there. What the fuck happened? What the fuck? Have I just never noticed that? I just don't think that's supposed to happen. It was so quiet until it got inside. Oh well. That's 164 Jink? Yeah, probably. Nice. Yeah, now done with course 4, we'll be on our way to Bowser 1, which has changed quite a bit. I've done something new to this Bowser. Thanks kind of in part to what we used to do for 75 star. Oh, well, not what we used to do, what we do for 75 stars. I used to, because, you know, why do I want the memories of 75 star, Kappa? I think I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do a reverse order, or kind of a different order than what I normally do. We go here. Normally we're supposed to do that platform that was just ahead of us to get the red switch to get the star, but hopefully, yeah, you can just do a very precise. I believe you might not need a Furcy, but a Furcy very much helps. Skip all of that. Now we would do panels. You can't lie, sometimes looking at the pause menu of it, it looks like it says British panels. But this would be British panels. Yeah, I just missed another pause. For a casual player, you notice there is no star select. The way you can find out what stars you need and still kind of have a star select or whatever is you pause and use the D-pad left and right. It will go from stars 1 to 8 or whatever. And so that's how you get your star hint clues. They explained that in quiz 1, but I realized I kind of glossed over that. So that is something you could do if you don't know what you're doing. Most times they also have like these signs that are like right here, whatever, and indicate, hey, this is the area for this star, etc. Like that sign there says a 1 because this is the area for star 1. Yeah, sometimes I read it as British panels. I'm like, what the fuck? See there, it shows there's a boss over there. Star 6 and the boss, but we won't go there. Here it says 4 stars 4 and 5, which means it's stars 4 and 5 right here. You know what that means? Fish. Yeah, the bubbles here are kind of funny. Sometimes they're annoying when they actually kill me, but they're pretty funny, all things considered. I wish there was one more coin in this route or whatever, because then it would be fine. But I don't want to kill certain scuttlebutt because I feel like it's slow. But I kind of have to because this route is short 1 coin after changing it. Okay. Okay. That was wild. Thank you for the good luck, Sev. See, that guy there, John Crazy, Sev, he taught me half the new shit that I know. So big shout out to him. Honestly, big shout outs to him. Shout outs to Wrestling a little bit. Shout outs to Ewer. Ewer did massive reroutes for 75 star, which ended up helping me again into 16 star. Just shout outs to those two specifically. Wrestling, as much as I don't like to give him credit, he did find a fast way to beat B3 for 75. It sucks, but it's fast. Sev did lots of like level reroutes or whatever. That just make things faster than what I used to do. And Ewa did big reroute for 75, which in turn showed me new things that helped me for all the categories. Yeah, Sev also was like the big 6.25 guy a while ago. Then I got it for the Star Revenge. Hold up. My game audio might have just cut out. I need to fix that. That is not the stream's fault. That is a me issue. Did the game audio cut out? I'm pretty sure it cut out. Yeah, that is a me issue. I disconnected my... I accidentally opened up a fucking thing. Oh my god. Sorry. My mic software is kind of stupid. So, hold up. After this course, I will fix that. Sometimes my mic disconnects. It will, like, kill the audio of things. That's annoying. I gotta make sure to not hit my mic. Yeah, after this, I will fix that. To restart the emulator quickly. Hold up. Slight technical difficulties. There we go. We're back.
Thank you for playing
So now my in-game time's kind of fucked, but you know, it's fine. No, it's fine. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need to know the time. I'll still get a good run regardless. I'll go here to collect this star if I don't fuck up. Normally this star would be getting later and getting after in 211 star because you could do key 2 skip. Unfortunately, there is no key 2 skip in this one. Unfortunately, maybe fortunately, because that skip kind of sucks. Oh, getting the cannon. And use this cannon to get into Vantage Cap. And with a very precise cannon shot from here, we can hopefully skip the platforming and make it right to Vantage Cap. Now we are in Crystal Floor Heights, which is a just fully new level from compared to the SR6, which I guess Bowser 1 was too. So most of these levels are like just actual remakes from SR6 levels, but some of them got changed and some of them are just completely new things. This is completely new because I can't lie, the cap levels in SR6 aren't great. None of them are great. We will do this instead of taking a warp that will take us somewhere else. We will drop down to the other path. And do some wall kicks and continue on. Nice spliced run. Yeah, I spliced it. That's my bad. Now, hopefully, I believe it's something that Red Slim kind of like showed off that I kind of didn't realize you could do. You could just do this and go here. Normally, you take 2 trips on that slide. Now you can just take 1. Now come down here under where the switch is to get a star. There you go. Now use this. Come here, get the red coin. I'm gonna wait a second just so I don't have the momentum. Now come here. Get another red coin. Make our way here, get the last red coin as I roll out. I need to stop accidentally hitting my mic. I don't want to have to reset the thing anymore. I will kill this fly guy, which I don't need to, or snuff it. I don't need to, but I do it for safety measures in a couple seconds. I'll use these bumper springs to just basically kind of pinball-esque thing and make it to the star. Now I will go back onto this bumper. And normally here, depending on if that stuff was too bloated, you could just completely destroy you, which has happened to me on a couple occasions. So I got tired of that, and I was like, fuck you. I'm gonna kill you now from now on. Now we go here, use another bumper, and just dive to kill the speed right onto the another star. Thank you for the good look, by the way, Daggett. Sorry, I'm just explaining too much. Now we are back on our way to collect the red coin star. So I think quest again, because it puts us in a favorable spot for the rest of quest 5, we will exit from here. And now we are in quest 5. Instead of having to do the cannon shots again, we can just get the star. Now hopefully if I get a good thing happen here. No. You can normally get a butt slide there that'll make it a little bit better to get those coins. I didn't get it, unfortunate, but it's fine. Yeah, we are coming into this tower that has all the red coins in the level. Sometimes it's nice because all the red coins are in one area, which happens in quite a couple areas, which is just again nice. Back to Owo Lake, that's true. We're in Snowo Lake. As much as this level used to give me bad times or whatever, especially when I first ran this, because there was so many things that would go wrong in this level, I've come to like it, honestly, now. This used to be one of those like quote-unquote Skizzo trigger songs, but now it's fine. I do quite like it. I don't think I need this many coins, but I will get it just for safety. I just point out lots of the stars that we don't. You would think it would just be better to just get every star that's in the level that's not the yellow box star. But sometimes some of the other stars are so out of the way or so close to the yellow box star that it just makes sense to leave like that cluster of stars with each other. There's gonna be 3 stars I'm not getting in this level after I do this skip. Nice. That is something I believe. Was it Iwa found? I don't remember. It was one of the two. To skip a whole side section or whatever that would take you here. But yeah, there are 3 stars I'm not getting this level because one of them is the yellow box, and then 2 of them are like right next to the yellow box, like on the way to it. So, wow, I almost. What the fuck? How did I almost have enough coins to skip the 10 coin box? Hold up. I have to consider that now. I didn't think I would have that many coins to skip the 10 coin box. That might be a new thing to do. Much to consider. Anyways, we are here. And now we are gone. Now we're on to quest 6. Which, funny enough, quest 6 and quest 1 are like kind of swapped from SR6. SR6 quest 1 was the actual golf level, and now it's quest 6 in this. But it's like, it's weird because Old Bully Harbor in quest 6, it like kind of is quest 1, but kind of just isn't. It kind of just is like. Because Coastal Ridgeways in this is like kind of like it, but it's not really like it at all. It's like, it's kind of a new level, but it's kind of just like different, but the same. It's complicated. But yeah. Oh, why did I do that? I was supposed to triple jump there. As we do that to get a star. Unfortunately, I can't show you the other thing that we used to do for 75 now. I really wish I could because it's a really fucking cool jump, but also it's a very risky jump. But anyway, it takes you could go from the star up here all the way to like the right or whatever, like directly where Luigi's facing, to star 1, which is all the way over there. Wow. Okay. That's a new one. Actually, not as big of a time loss as it could have been. But I'd say, well, I've never had that happen. Wow. Oh well. I should get those 5 coins actually. Lakitu, come here. Lakitu, come here. Lakitu, come here. Thank you. Anyways, back to what I was saying. There's normally a skip you could do that will take you from this to start up here to start 1. We don't do that in this run because star 1 is right next to the yellow switch star. But it's a really cool skip that Ewa found. You would go there to over there. But again, I'm pretty sure it's basically like a 1 or 2 frame perfect slope jump. And it's hard. Anyways, we'll use this truck here. Normally you have to go back around, but you can just clip through and make it to start from here. Now we'll kill this Lakitu. Now we take a little ride. You can kind of skip that ride a little bit earlier, but I like to play it kind of safe and get more distance on that. Yeah, that one you can fully skip. That one's not that bad as long as you just nail the long jump. Now we'll run back here. And now this course as well was something that Seth changed or whatever, which I think is a lot better. And we'll finally get the red switch because most we can skip it for the other star. We still do need it for a star in this level. And we get the star and we're out of here. Now we're on to probably one of my more favorite levels of the hack. Like if they're done well, I can vibe with a good city level, and this is a good city level. Now there's gonna be a Koopa race. I do. Place your bets what time I'm gonna get. It's probably gonna be within the 14 or like maybe like the 14 and a half or 15 to like 18 range, probably somewhere there, probably higher up. I just don't remember exactly what times I get. I have to kind of kill a couple Goombas because I missed those 5 up there. But it's fine. Yeah, we are in the Voidheim Police City, basically. I believe soon enough you'll actually see it. There's also a lot of members of people that everybody likes that he put like billboards for or like references or shit like that. You'll see that a lot in a level coming up in like 30 stars or so. But there are still quite a couple of them here. And hold up. I'll turn the camera just for you guys. There you go. Let's go. Thank you for the good luck. I'm having fun because I'm playing a good category now. Kind of want that coin. Thank you. Now hopefully if I could do this. Normally you're intended to go all the way around to over like that side and use a green ride to just get there, but you could just go right above it and just ground pound onto it. Stupid double thirsty, but like why would I do that? I'm not that stupid. Isn't it amazing I'm working on the frog game? Hell yeah. Froggy! Oh, do I have enough time? I have enough time to get here. That is the last star we're getting in this level. We are not quite done yet. So nice triple jump wall kick. We could skip over here. And go do this perfectly nice vanish cap wall. And make it into here. Which now we are in wing cap. Normally it's supposed to go around a different way. Use a metal cap to go into that middle of this, that thing that they had over there. And then get another vanish cap and then vanish cap into there. Yes, we will climb this to get wing cap. And now we are off to collect some more stars. I believe this moon is supposed to be something. I don't think that's anything. Maybe it's related to the moon because, you know, it's a moon. But, you know, that's a funny thing. The moon is getting its shit stolen. If I die here, that's fine. That's fine if I die. I want to show off. That's fine. It's the fact that even if I died, it's literally right there where I died. So I could just go here and we're fine. Not a bad mistake. Like, not a bad mistake at all. I had no coins anyways. It's the moon from To the Moon. I figured as much. I just don't have enough experience with To the Moon because I'm not the biggest To the Moon enjoyer. I mean, I figured that. Maybe if I could do something cool here, do a Z slope jump and then just make it over there. Happy to be doing this version because the previous version before this had a bug that was fully unintended and it got fixed in this, but like every slope basically acted as a super slippery slope. Any slope that wasn't like supposed to be walkable ground was super slippery, and it made the playing experience just not great. And it sucks that 75 is optimal in that version because of key 2 skip and probably the B3 skip too. But you know what? It's for the better it got cancelled or whatever. It's on the marathon because, you know, I would have had to do a 75 run at 3 AM. So, you know, it's definitely for the better. we'll make our way towards this part. A pretty long pass just for 1 star. You know, it's fine. There's also a wind here. But be careful of the winds. Use another bumper. Get a couple more coins. 69, nice. Do a nice wall kick here, and now we are at the final stretch. I have to time my dives or whatever to get enough speed to be able to dive. Because I can't just spam dives, because after the dive, I get basically no speed from that wind or whatever. So if I was just spam B, I would be diving and then just punching. So I have to kind of time those dives. Anyway, there's a funny star. It's kind of like a 2D and 3D type thing. It's really cool. And now we have the 80 coin star, and we have the other star, and there's one more star in this level we have. $2.5D, yes. Basically that. I think that's what the star actually says. I don't remember. I don't look at the star names, honestly. Because why would I? I'm a speedrunner. We'll collect this last star, and then we are out of this stage. I don't know if I like or hate this stage. It's fine, but when it goes wrong, it goes wrong. As we are out. It's actually a star ahead of us that we could get, but I believe it's better to get that as the last star you get before something else. Hey, so on to one of my probably favorite levels. I do like this level. If I can nail a trick here, though. Okay, I won't get it on this go through. There's something you could do there, but it doesn't need to be precise or whatever. But the way I have it memorized is doing a precise movement or whatever. And if I don't do that, I cry. Anyways. We'll go here and get a star on top of what's supposed to be like Yoshi's thing. This level has a weird change because it changed from a desert level to a candy level. I guess Brody just didn't like the desert level anymore, so he changed it to candy. And that's kind of what he does for levels he doesn't like, I guess. This level and vanilla THI. That's what it's called. And now if I can do this. Wow. Wow. The fact I couldn't even exit course some of those times anyways. I could get this. Yeah. Normally you need Vanish Cat for that star, but I believe, was it... I think on the Seth stream, they found out that you could just skip it. You skip the Vanish Cat. Which is pretty fast, honestly. Ferris wheel, yeah. I don't particularly agree with that. I would never call that a Ferris wheel in my life, but you know, to each their own. And we get Metal Cat, we get into the juice or the soda, whatever it is, and we'll exit course again. It is the most optimal to exit course 3 times during this route. Because some things are just really far out the way compared to other things. Did you just watch the Hinto race? It was fun, I can't lie. I would have never called it a Ferris wheel. But it was fun. I'm kind of sad that I finished it like pretty easily because I want to play more. It was fun. But you know. You want decades later stage? Yes, definitely. Anyways, this next star used to be a star that I despised with all my life, but it's gotten a lot better because you could just lava bounce through the entire thing. Used to not be able to do that by like, and it sucked ass. But thank God you can lava bounce through it now because this star used to be a major run killer. And we are out of course 8 now. You can technically get that when one lava bounce quicker, but I never learned how to do that. It's only one lava bounce in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't matter. And now we're on to a star that uses every cap. One cap to get here, metal cap to you hit the lava, and advantage cap to actually get into the star cage. And now we are on to B2 with slight variations that I got from the 75 route. Okay, suppose that make you fall to advantage cap? No. That is a patch that has to be added that lets you do that, whatever. Normally, you wouldn't be able to do that, even in like the base game. As here, something you could do in 75 that I took into here. You could just walk through that at right in the middle. You might think, oh no, we're stuck. What will I ever do? This is a very funny star because this star is supposed to be, it says one of the signs is misleading and not telling you the right thing. The sign right there, whatever. The actual trick of it is that the sign that's misleading is the sign that's telling you that there's misleading signs. Yeah, it's there. You can just make it back out. It's kind of hard to do, and I've died doing it. But yep. I never realized that was the trick for the longest time, but that is the trick. The trick is that funny. Oh, that was close. I should have not cut it that close. The funny thing is, I believe you don't even need to like triple jump it, but you could do a pretty high jump. Maybe give a long jump it. That laser is supposed to be death floor or whatever, but because the death floor is all the way down there and you're like much higher than it, as long as you're not like just trying to walk over it, as long as you do it like a jump over it, you will make it over the death floor. I didn't want to risk it because I'm at 55 coins, but yeah. The only reason I know that is because I tried to make a Death Star grab for this I tried to make a Death Star grab for 75 star, but I don't think I like cannot get it consistent enough. It's possible, definitely. I think I got it like twice ever. And as well here, there's a panel star that I used to get during the route, but now I get it. I get a different star. Normally I would get those 5 coins, but I don't need those 5 coins. I'm actually kind of coined up. I have more coins, and you think, oh no, I have to go down and do the whole thing there. Nope. You can just clip through that one as well. Anyways, now we're at the boss fight. I just didn't remember that being so quiet, so I was scared my audio cut out again. That actually very much scared me. And there's a Babam here that's frozen and doesn't move. There's some lore reason behind this. These are all the badges from 7, SF7. There's some lore shit, yada yada. I don't know the lore too much. I won't explain it because I don't want to get shit wrong. But there's some lore shit to do here. Anyways, we'll exit course. We won't exit course again because it said there's a funny thing you could do. See, above here, there's no collision. I could get up there. If I could get up there, so you can actually skip what would be a cannon star you need to get in after beating Bowser 3. I'm supposed to go here. Damn it. Because now we are into some trouble. This is one that has a lot of Rama community members or just people who is friends with signs here, such as GI97 Walks, Sheep Squared. I won't name all of them, but I'll try to show as many of them as I can. Wow, okay. That's funny. I just didn't press A long enough. I tried the wrong camera mode. This hack has taught me to like make sure I'm in the right camera mode because lots of the time the camera mode will just fuck me up. Okay, there's a lot of pretty familiar faces. Like, I don't know who that guy is though. Yeah, there are lots of community members and familiar faces. Unfortunately, I was not able to get aboard. I was never the bee's knees. I don't even know what that's saying in the community yet. But you know, it's always fun to see people that I recognize. Now it's some more people. I'll mostly focus on the game, but I'll try to show all of them. Yeah, there's nothing much to it. I believe it's supposed to be Mario Kart Tour related. I believe this level is supposed to be. I think Birdo likes Mario Kart Tour a little bit. I don't know if he still does, but he did at some point. And those are just normal slides. The one I just was in was the normal slide. The first one I went to was the trick slide. And now this is the reverse slide. Oh, I thought I wasn't gonna make that. Oh my god. Normally you go around and then you do some shit here, but you could just give it a shot and do wall kicks to skip the going around. And that's all of them. Except there's more, but they'll all come at the end of the run. There'll be more signs, more billboards, more people. For now, we'll make our way to course 11. Which I guess, funny thing, this will be a long time to realize that, well, they'll see it when I enter the level. Course 11 is yet again, another version of SR1 Quiz 2. Better just loves this level for some reason. Thing is, we only collect 1 star here, and then we're on our way. And the reason we only collect 1 star here, the quickest star there. And then we'll come back later. Basically just get as close to like the optimal minimum amount you need to get to the yellow switch, which unlocks at, well, you'll see. We'll see when it unlocks. Alright, another time rock fight actually. The same time rock fight that I fought, same time rock that was in SR4, I believe? It just looks like the same thing. So gotcha. Is technically doing this is one of the endings. I believe there's 5 endings in this game. That yellow thing at the very end would have been one of the endings. Hey, remember when I said that there's no 80 coin star in course 1? I actually have a place with that star, which is meant to be the cannon unlock star for where I'm going right now. If I take a small detour to everyone's favorite emo, cat bag. Gonna need to see some cat bags in the chat for this because it's awesome. Now we're heading on to what I just unlocked. The star I just unlocked, and then in that ending area of course 12 unlocks this cannon. Which, by taking this cannon, it takes us to course 13, which unlocks at 90 stars. You have 91, 1 extra star, but it's still fine. And now we're on to a version of 3.5 course 1. Which makes sense because the original SR6, the course 14 in that, not 13, there's a reason. But the course 14 in that had a version of SR3 course 1. It makes sense that the remake has the version of the remake's course 1. You get a hidden star in the tree, get some more coins, use a bumper, fly up here, get a couple blue coins. Over in that area is where Dream Pipe would be in 3.5. But obviously, because it's not 3.5, it's not there. I've considered doing 3.5 for the marathon, but also like, I don't know if I want to suffer with 3.5 anytime soon. Anyways, you can do a wall kick here to skip the rest of it and get some coins and warp to this star. You can use this Vanish Cap for a star we're gonna need to get right now, but collect a couple coins. And here, if I nail a triple jump, I can make it in 1 cycle. There we go. I also need to use another Vanish Cap to get out. I don't believe you can do the whole thing in 1 Vanish Cap. Be cool, but I highly doubt it. Collect a couple more coins from this guy. I go up here, but hopefully I can show off something fun that you could do. That should be good. If you do the right thing here and ledge grab the note block, you could do a star dance skip. But you still collected the star, but you just skipped the whole star dance like I just did right now. It's really fun to do. Star dance skips don't matter much in like a non-stop hack like this. It's just fun to do. And hacks that like take you out the level or whatever, or a star that takes you out the level, you always want to do a star dance skip if you can, because that will save you an entire level backtrack or re-entering the level or whatever it is. They're always a big time save. Yeah, now we're on to probably one of, if not my least favorite levels in this game. I just really don't like this level. This level is just long and just boring. First we have to kill this boss. Technically, there's a door right there where those coins are. That is another ending of the game. We won't go there because that is not the ending that I want to get to, but there's another ending there. Now, I don't know if you can hear crunching. I'm drinking some soda and I'm crunching the ice because I'm a weirdo. That was really funny. Yeah, now we're in course 14, the actual main level, which again, I don't like it. Maybe it's a hot take. I don't like it. I don't think it's a good level. I don't think there's much to this level. It's just use these stupid things or whatever that like you can not fall off of if you don't jump and just climb the level. I don't know, it's just stupid. I'm just not a fan of it. And again, it's one of those things where like if you fall, you lose so much time. So it sucks for runs. I'll try to play this more carefully while trying to still go fast. And most of these stars are just climb up something like this and just get a star. There's not much to talk about for this level. It's not great. Has a Lakitu ever sniped you? These Lakitus have sniped me a couple times. I would not like to admit it, but they have. Every Lakitu in this level has sniped me. There also is a Sunshine song, which people aren't that fond of Sunshine, so maybe don't like it for that reason too. But, you know, I don't really mind Sunshine. So a warp, but now we use another one of these things to get somewhere, which is just the concept of the level. You don't go any higher than this, because higher than this is where the boss arena was for Star 1 that we got. Although I used to get the wing cap and then do the same movement that I do now. Look, even if it only works for these ones, the wing cap flutter I thought would help me for long jumps. I figured it doesn't. Like, it doesn't do anything for that. Yeah, we are now at 100 stars. Yay! Yeah, we will drop down here. And get none of those coins. Okay. Well, there's a star underneath that. All of these other stars are all troll stars. Just funny. So many absolutely real stars. Exactly. For some reason. Again, climbing up just these weird things just to make it up here. And now we actually drop down to the bottom again. We're gonna use Vanish Cap from all the way up here and get all the way down here. That was actually really cool, I can't lie. But yes, we will do that. And now we kill some more Goombas. And now we'll go on the lava to collect some red coins. Yeah, you don't go out the level, even with Troll Stars. It would have been funny if a Troll Star took you out the level, but yeah. You don't go out the level, so it's not even... If I collected them, it wouldn't have even been bad. I like crunching on the ice. Anyways, I collect this before the reds. You think, oh, just get reds to get more coins or whatever. The last red coin I would collect would be over the lava, pretty far away from where the red coin star spawns. And I don't think there's any coins in the immediate vicinity of the red coins. Plus, you get enough coins from just doing the level anyway, so I just don't think it matters much anyways. But yeah. Aren't they? They could be in WarioWare, honestly. I could see that. I mean, the original Mushroom Kingdom song was a WarioWare song, so it could be that. And we are done with this level. And now we're on to the whole reason why we couldn't do levels in one go. The yellow switch. Again, as many levels in this game, they have like a star 1 area where you have to do a little mini thing before you actually get to star. Hello? There's something I learned about this, that you can only spawn 2 of the spawners at once. So I always don't know whether I want to like kill them, or I want to kill the mini ones to spawn, like be able to spawn more, or just wait. It's always like, I never know what I want to do there. Anyways, now on to good music. This is a nice song. I almost just walked off. Right inside's up there. Oh. Alright, just a nice simple star. Lots of these stars are just very simple. This is gonna be the first course, I believe, in... I think it's the first course in the run that we're actually collecting all... We're collecting all, 8 stars in the level. You can see up there, if you could very briefly see in the hill, there's actually a paper Luigi. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it says that you can get all stars in one trip. Partially because it's the one that activates the yellow switch box, and there's a yellow switch box there. There are levels... Actually, no, because course 14, the one I just did, doesn't have a yellow switch box. I kind of forgot about that. But you know, this is when we actually get to start like fully completing levels, finally. Yeah, there's nothing much to talk about here. There's just good music, pretty good level. This next side can be a bitch sometimes, but like, still fine. Depends what cycle I'm on. Why? That was a pretty good cycle, all things considered. Oh my god. I have to make sure not to go too close to that left ledge or whatever, because you can ledge grab that, and then you ledge grab and you fall, and you have to take a little bit of another detour up. Anyways, how about finally activating the yellow switch near the end of the stage? Before we do that, though, collect a couple blues. I had more coins than I expected. Now, you have the yellow switch, and there you see. Once you get every star in the level, I believe it even includes coins. Once you have all 7 stars on the level that isn't the yellow box, a thing in the top left will appear, and it will be a meter that shows you how close you are. Yellow just means you're nowhere near it. Oh, not yellow. White means you're nowhere near it. Green means you're getting closer. Yellow means you're getting closer, and then red means you're basically on it. And then when it gets, I believe it gets, does it get rainbow in this one? It means you're literally right next to it, and you might be able to see it here. Yeah, you'll see how as I got closer, it changed colors, and that's how it works for like everything else in the game. And now we're off here. Oh my god, my movement. To get this 1 star. And then we'll reset the game. Just to get to Mushroom Kingdom faster.
Luigi.
Good, Tala. Now that we have yellow switches, this next part of the run is basically just like a big backtrack. We'll go back to all the levels we've been to or whatever, and just re-get the stars that we couldn't get from earlier. Whether it be yellow box, stars near the yellow box, or caps. Or like cap stars that we couldn't get because we didn't have caps at the point. Now here we get the both Vanish Cap stars and the Wing Cap star because, you know, we didn't have that. If you couldn't do the Metal Cap star without Metal Cap, we would have come back here for Metal Cap too. Well, luckily you didn't need it. I'll go here. You could skip all of that by doing that. Let's get the star. And now we'll get Wing Cap to get secrets. There we go. Inside, take a sip. And now we come back to Quest 1. Now we actually get 3 stars. One of them being star 7. One of them being a star literally right next to star 7. And then one of them being Wing Cap, which we technically could have cheesed and done without. But it's immensely slower, so there's no point to do that. We're actually going to do all of these in like a very funny order. Yeah, these secrets in a weird order compared to the conventional order. We'll spawn the star instead of going to it. We're gonna take this Wing Cap and start heading to the Wing Cap star. This we could have cheesed by the last star up, like the highest star to my right now. You could have used the fly guide to like cheese it, but you know, it's slow. So why would you do that? And now, we're gonna start heading to the Secret Star. But actually, go back here because Star 7's right behind it. No, finally get the secret star, even though it's the first star we spawned, or tried to get, and we'll exit. And now we'll go back to Meadow Cap, but instead of having to go all the way back to Ghost Void to get to Meadow Cap, because we have a star in Meadow Cap as it says there, we can just go into it from the overworld. And see, because I have every other star in this level except, it immediately gives me the star 7 radar. This radar is kind of like improved upon in Decades Later. Also, Decades Later, you don't just have to do get a box, get a star. You actually do a little slide, which I think is a better concept, but it's whatever. Now here's funny movement. We'll exit course, re-enter course, go back into this pipe, you come out the pipe, exit course, and then re-enter. All of that to save a little bit of overworld movement. Now we're back here to a part we haven't been to before. I got the thing, nice. Now this is very funny because we're climbing up this one star, whatever. Okay. I can see me getting this star. Once it zooms in a little bit more, the other two stars are right there. You can see the star 7 box, which we'll get to immediately. And over there is the last star that we need to get. It's really funny. Hopefully, if I could get this, do a little bit of... There we go. Yeah, we got 3 stars in rapid succession. And we're back to B2. B2? B1. Jesus. Instead of going forward or to the right, we're gonna go left. As you can see there, the star numbers, star signs, both the stars are here. Because this is one of the cases where it's such a secluded area, there's no point in even getting the star 3 star, because star 7 is literally, as you'll see, on the path. I'm pretty sure you basically need to unlock this part anyway, so you have to go all the way here. To get here to star 7. We'll make our way and get the star. Now a little more backtracking onto course 3. That door there has a very weird like hitbox. You need to be so much more left than you think. There's another part where these are secluded. It makes no sense not to get one and then come back for star 7, so we get both at the same time. So I'll do this by lava bouncing into it and breaking the box. And then we'll carry on with the rest of the panels. Ooh, that's not great. I believe I can just go here. Yes. Okay. Normally I wouldn't want to take that much lava damage, so I could just get like a lava bounce to the star normally. But you know, things can happen. And now we're done with just level backtracking for a bit, and now we're gonna finally go to a level which you never went to in the first place. Course 2. Well, if I can get there. Hey, course 2. This level I have a love-hate relationship to. In this category, it's a pretty fine level all things considered. Even in 211, I think 211 is basically the same thing. In 75, this level is kind of a nightmare. Not too bad though, but it does suck when things don't work well. In 15 star, oh, don't even get me started on 15 star. 15 star is a fucking nightmare in that level. There's take switches, you gotta do a quick run while the switch is still active. Saved. And get the star. Now this is a very funny star 7 box. It's just out in this corner. Nothing much to it, honestly. It's just in a small little corner away from everything else. We got a couple more coins. We're getting secrets on the eyes of these dry bone skulls. I guess Koopa skulls, but no, Koopa skeletons are dry bones, so dry bones. Ooh, I was gonna hit that. And now we're back at where we were for spawn, but now we're gonna take a different route to get up here. Hidden 10 coin box, because why not? Now we're off to the one star that can go wrong on this version of the stage. Go awfully wrong. Okay. You need to get the triple jump on the top of that sign so you can make it up here. Normally you need to go and get a shell and then go all the way around the room. But with that nice triple jump, you can go there. And if you're fast enough, you have enough time to actually make it to the star you need both the caps for. Now we're at the caves. We go here. Get these 2 secrets. Normally you're supposed to take another path and then use a bunch of like the sunshine platforms, the mob object platforms, to get up here, but you could just do that and get to the top. Can I stage RT of this? I could imagine. I would not want to do a stage RT of this. Here, if I could do something cool. No. You can't double star spawn on that. I have done it a couple times before. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it this run. When I stage RT of this game just seems dumb and bad, and I wouldn't want to do it. I also just don't. I care more about the full game more than the other side of it in general. So like it wouldn't even help me that much to stage RTA other than like a stage like that. Now we're gonna come back here and go back into B2. And now we'll do this star. I used to do this star like before, like in my first run through of what's it called? My first run through of B2, but I guess Sev changed it. I mean, it makes sense. You don't get any coins doing this, so all you're doing by like doing this on your first run through is risking dying at 70 coins the entire time you're in this section, like that. Which is not great. So I can understand why it got changed. I will say though, now that we're back in B2 though, compared to the original SR6 version of this, I think this is not lamer per se, but like I think SR6 version of B2 is kind of cooler, like atmosphere wise, because it's like, oh, like this is just like laser flow. You laser, you die, wow, whatever. At least SR6 was like, oh, you're in the spotlight, don't get caught, you'll get kicked out. Even though it acted, it was the same thing. It was death flow or whatever. It just felt cooler, I guess. Feels cooler that it's like a stealth thing more than a you fucking die thing. What? I didn't get that panel. Yeah. Now we're here, right above the star 7 box. No, SR6 doesn't have it as tight. That's not even that much of an issue to me. I don't mind that. See, now we have to start in course 11. So you need to do something in course 12 anyways. We can go back to course 11. Now we're back into Revenge 1 again. Yeah, normally you'd have to go all the way up and then drop down to get the star. You could do a nice triple jump wall kick to just skip all of that and just get the star immediately. Just like good old SR1 where you could just skip that star in like almost every version. Now I'll use a wing cap to get these secrets. I'm gonna refresh my wing cap actually, because I don't trust that I can make it now because I had such a dumb angle. Now you just get the secrets that are in these rings. Now we're in the red coin area, where you'll guess it, we're collecting red coins. There's another thing that has wind. I gotta be careful. Although you can still do like a dive roll out there. And still long jump to the very end. Skip that a little bit. The Dory. Everyone's favorite part of Super Mario 64. Dory. Jeez, I actually skipped the blue coin there because, you know, I would have had too many coins. There's no point in going all the way down when I have enough. But now that I have 80s... See, that's a good thing now that I have 80s, that if I die, it doesn't matter. Thankfully, the stuff is right here, but, you know, that could have been bad. As we make it here, it's for the last star of the level. And we are out of here now. Onto Retro Land. So retro. Now we don't go there, because if we go there, we're going back to the boss fight. But we need to do the boss fight because we already did it. Now this, I believe, is supposed to be not entirely a version of Course 13. Course 13 was called Back to the Beginning in SS6. It's kind of just like a not retro, but you know, like a reference to the Vita 1.3 Overworld. But it was like, what if I like didn't do that because that Overworld sucks and Vita 1.3 sucks? What if I like made like a better level? And then you made this. Yeah, this level is pretty nice, all things considered. It has elements of SMB1. I believe what I just did is all of that climbing, but like it's basically the SMB1 3-1, like that entire level, just like as climbing though. And the Super Mario World part, which I'm at here. Why did I keep going? Oh my god. I kind of need that. Now we're gonna be walking on some Yoshi coins. If I could get the star. The song is also really funny because it's like a mashup of all of them. Not what I'm in SMB3 land. Dragon coins? You're right, I'm dumb. Listen, I was playing newer DS yesterday, and they're called Yoshi coins. I just brain farted. Am I gonna keep missing this wall kick? What the fuck? Okay, thank you. Ugh. I just missed that so many more times than I needed to. Okay, yeah. That's awesome. No, that's really great. No, that's great. Yeah, no, just keep falling. That's quite, honestly, quite incredible. Anyways, I can actually do the star normally now. Only 3 panels that you have to hit. And normally you're supposed to use these elevators or these like green platform rides from 3D Land to get them. You could just basically skip all of them. And get a star. Now we're onto these whales. Now I believe this is SMB2 area. Although I've never fully played SMB2, so I don't know where the whales come into play, but you know. Texturing is definitely SMB2 area. I'm just not a fan of SMB2, honestly. Maybe it's a hot take, I don't know. I just don't like it. And pretty easy reds. Not an easy level though, because I keep falling. Alright, we're on to the last star, which is all the way over here. Nice, Fly Guy. Thank you for helping me for once in your life. I'll collect these last 5 coins and we'll get the star right above us and we're done. Here. Having a whale of a time? Yeah, you could say that. And now we'll come here and do these 2, I like to call trials. Because this, I believe, is supposed to be... That part is kind of like a little bit like a 6.9, Luigi Lost in Time. This is the same song that is used in that overworld when you're in the castle. Maybe in like the overworld too. I just know from the castle. Yeah. See, I'm not good at the trials. I suck at this game. I have no records in it and I suck at it. Yeah, this is to be just very hard to see platforms. And you have to traverse them to make it around, but you can also just long jump here, dive, and long jump. Skip most of it. Skip a good section of it. Now we'll go back here, and basically again another hard to see platform, but instead of it being just like barely transparent, you have to. Once you get close enough, it goes over the color, and it gets revealed. And those are the 2 sections, the 2 trials. Now we get to come back here, out of here, and we're back in, I would say, normal time now. Unfortunately, we have to die. Now we die. We're right next to course 8, where we do a little bit of backtracking again. But is it true? Funny thing is, the thing below the dark path or whatever, I always thought would be lava or quicksand. It's neither. You just fall through it and it's just death floor. It's really funny. I never thought it was that, but it just is. Okay, we're back here. To get the last 2 stars we need. One of them, again, being star 7. Oh my god. And one of them being the star right next to star 7. Hopefully I can show off something cool you could do. I feel like most people think normally you have to just go on the side and fall down or like slope jump down onto each of them. But actually, if you're a gamer, and you're just really good at the video game, you can get them all in one climb. And we could get the star. I get another funny little thing. It's not that funny, but you exit course. We have to go to course 5. But we'll just go here, and now we're in course 5. It's better to go from this entrance anyways, because of this star that's right here. Now maybe you go lower down, and you just use the flags to guide you so you know where to go. But you can get a better angle from doing it there. And it's just more convenient. And now we'll go here. This is quite out the way, but after the warp, you'll see. But right next to where the other 2 stars are, 6 and 7. Funny enough. That wasn't even me trying to do that, and I did it. Normally, you would actually need a vantage cap, do a little climb to get a metal cap. But I will try to do a little skip. Yep. By doing a very precise... Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. By not doing a very precise thing, you could skip that. Hold up. We'll try this again. I will do it. There we go. Now make it the star. Funny enough, where we are now, we're technically underneath the blue block and we're soft locked. Which would suck if I was doing 75 star. But because I just need to exit course from there anyways, it's fine. And now on to course 6. Now with some funny shenanigans here. 45-degree walk, he's right into the star. And just right underneath star 1. Is the other star. And now we'll stop the backtracking for a little bit and actually like do new levels. See, now after 165 stars, we finally are unlocking the key 2 door. And we'll go to the course 9 door and we'll do course 9. I'll have a fun time in this level. Fun fact about this level and course 10. In the original SR6, they were called Daystar Pantheon and Nightstar Sanctuary. For some reason, Birdo decided to swap them. So now it's Daystar Sanctuary and Nightstar Pantheon. I don't know why, but he did. Just funny, I guess. Yeah, we just gotta start. Normally, you're supposed to find the difference in the things on the floor, and those are the ones that you can actually jump on. The rest will just make you fall through. But if you just know which one you need to jump on, you can just long jump and long jump. Final 50, up. Because tree, fair enough, honestly. But as you can see, there are some things in this level that is like a faded out like blue version of it or whatever, like that. There's those blue platforms. This level basically did what a Veneno and Luminium did. Where it flipped on itself. So this surge, once you flip this version, it becomes course 10, which we'll get to later. And all the course 10 platforms, the night platforms, become usable, and then the rest don't. You know, very original concept by Birdo. He would never steal it from anyone else. Get a couple more coins here. Oh my god, look at the star count, 167. Just have to point that out. Anyways. Do a couple more wild kicks here. And we're at another star. Normally, you would take a warp here as a casual. But if you're a pro gamer like me, there's more coins you could collect there. And there's a hidden wing cap here. Quickly use that to get to like most places in the level. But what I use it for is to come over here. And then use the rest of the wing cap to make it to this door, which you normally need a cannon for. And now, we'll get the 80 coins. Lug, not like Lug didn't take that concept from Zelda or anything. No, he would never steal a concept like that. He spits out cereal. Anyway, Star 7 is down here. There's a lot more coins here too, but I think it's another case of just rather get it earlier than later because, you know, just rather be safe than sorry. And you get enough coins in this level anyways that aren't really that slow. That doesn't matter much. Anyways, you could go right to this bounce. This supposed to be a maze of these bouncers. But if you just know which ones to go to, you could just lava bounce and just get to the right one. And now here we are on the final star of the level, which is all in this cage. Panels that you normally get with some lava bounces. And low wing cap action. You only really need wing cap for this secret here, the panel here. And you don't even need it. You technically can do it without it. I actually did it without it in the archipelago. I did yesterday. But you know, I'm not gonna do tight wall kicks there. But if I went for that, you wouldn't need wing cap at all, actually. And we are here, and we are out. These arm hacks working on AP, yeah. Basically, I've been told basically any ROM hack can work. It just like some people have to like do the code or like do the coding in Chiffer. I don't know exactly how it works or whatever, but like we did a ROM hack archipelago 2 days ago and yesterday. So both really fun. Well, they were both really fun. Andrew didn't get to play for like an hour on one of them, which was really funny. And then fucking Ludwig didn't get to play for an hour, or longer than that, which was also really funny. Happy it didn't happen to me, but like I could imagine not being able to play for a while. I'll play that safe actually. Yeah, this is like a pretty linear stage to climb it normally. If I was on 75, doing 75 star on the old version, you could skip basically the entire level. But doing it to get every star, it's just basically getting every star in order. Yeah, it does need a separate AP world. I had to download a bunch of shit. Like I had to download a SM54 ROM hack AP world or whatever to the shit or whatever. But it was fun. It was really fun. It also just required a little bit of backtrack and a switch. Now we use that same switch to actually progress with the level. You technically could do a firstie on that very small edge across the gap, but that's also like dumb. Now I don't know what's actually intended. I think he wanted you to like, go to the top and then go all the way down and then jump off. But you don't even need to go that far up. You could just go up there. That little bit I did, and then you have enough speed to make it. You can even do it from lower, honestly. And then here, this is the story behind the bullet bills. Pretty easy too. Top was intended. I figured as much. Makes more sense, especially because the warp's up there. And also the thing over there, if you could see to the left, there's a shortcut door that you would need 90 stars for. It basically lets you not have to climb the entire level every time, like how I just did. You would just get a metal cap, and then you could just go up to there. But you need 90 stars there. It used to be in the old RAL, the very old 216 RAL. But ever since a lot of shit changed, it's now no longer there. And now here's a maze of one-way walls. Beating Esther by too much? Nah, it's fine. I don't think I'm beating Esther by much, honestly. I could not be estimate actually if I go for something later, which I do want to go for because it's cool. It's counting the number of stars people get on the first playthrough until they reach the top because it's usually 0 to 2. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Lots of these stars are like, you're not really gonna... you can maybe get star 1, maybe. But also like, you're never... Like, on your first playthrough, there's no way you ever get like this star immediately. Because like, why would anyone think to do that? Yeah, there's lots of things that are still like that take a lot of time. Like what I'm gonna do right now is gonna be like 3 minutes or something for like basically one star, and then get another star immediately afterwards. But yeah, I did hit the blue switch in the maze just to make this easier. But even if you don't hit the blue switch, like you don't need to hit the blue switch. There'll be red blocks there that you can also just clip through, like how I did in B2. It's funny. That was the first blocks you could clip through actually that anyone really thought about. Anyways, we're on a custom Bowser fight. I think is one of if not the best Bowser fights just ever. It's just you just going through a bunch of platforming challenge while Bowser in the background is shooting these comet things at you. This Sticker Star music? Damn, I actually didn't know that. I have played quite a lot of Sticker Star before. I just never actually beat it. I do need to beat it. Yeah, I did like it. It's an unpopular opinion to like Sticker Star, but I do like it. Okay, it's not Birdo. Pi also likes it. Wow. Okay, let's not die. Ice area boss theme. Is it in World 4? Maybe it is. I have gotten past World 4 because I know World 4 is the ice or the snow. Maybe it is and I just don't remember. I do have to replay it again because I did lose my progress from 1 SSD. Mr. Blizzard, okay. I'll have to like remember when I replay it. I'll replay that bit of it. Cause I've gotten far in it 3 times. Once was on original hardware. Once was emulated, like a year ago, or whatever. That I got to World 5, and then I was like, I just didn't feel like playing more for a while, and then I just forgot about it. Then my SSD died, so I don't have that save data anymore. But I do have to play it again. I got Retro Arch, however you pronounce it, whatever it is. And you know, I've been doing some Retro achievement stuff on that, and this being able to play 3DS games on it is cool. Anyways, we spawned that and we got the star. There was once, I don't know what happened, but once I did spawn that star with that same red coin, and actually then when I went around the corner to get to the star just despawned. I'm happy it didn't happen this run. I don't know what caused it, and I don't know like if it will ever happen again. I hope it doesn't, but like it's possible, and it has happened to me. I've never seen it happen to anyone else, but it's happened to me. And that's very scary. And here it says press B. You don't have to press B. You can literally just do nothing and Bowser will just die. I'd like to give it the booty bounce. Yeah. Technically, this is the main ending of the game, or like the first ending of the game that you would ever get to in casual play. This unlocks the canyon that will take us to quest 11 and 12. But, you know, We don't need it because we did skips. And we can exit course. And make it probably one of the better levels of the game. Did you get hit by a fireball while in the cutscene? I don't remember fully. I know I posted a clip of it in full game like a year and a half ago or something, whenever it happened. I'll have to pull that up. I think I remember taking damage or something. I think I was very scared about dying, that I could remember. But yeah, I don't remember exactly what happened, but that scared me ever since. If that's the reason why, if it's just something to do with getting hit, then I feel a bit safer about that now. But like, if it's not that, and it's just some other random shit that nobody knows about, that always concerns me whenever running this game. But, you know, for now, we'll just be jolly and whimsy. Yeah, this is based on Old Site. Old Site? Is it actually? I think the Celeste level is Old Site. This is based on Celeste chapter 2. Is it? Why do I not remember what chapter it is? I don't remember what chapter it is. It is based on Celeste. You can see the berries or whatever. It's Celeste music. I just don't remember what chapter Old Site is for some reason. It's not. Well, it says it's chapter 1. It's been forever since I played Celeste. I really do need to like play more of it. I might replay the whole main game at some point. I was going for golden berries at some point, and then I just stopped. I stopped at 3A golden. I'm pretty sure the people who know that golden know why I stopped there. It sucks, and it's really hard. I've gotten all the regular berries, and I've gotten all the seaside goldens. I've done all the A, B, and C side, but I've gotten all the seaside goldens. Then I got 3A golden, or the 1A golden, and 2A golden. I've never gotten 3A golden. Because that level's hard. At some point, I do also just want to go for farewell golden. But that's like a long ways away. When I actually like need to dedicate my entire life to that game. For like a year or some shit. It's a very nice, calm, relaxed, chill level. This is also one of the levels that doesn't have a yellow box, so it's just 8 normal stars, or 7 normal stars and then coins. Okay, that works. That's not what I wanted to do, but you know, it works. You play Kaizo Hacks or you go for Farewell Golden? I don't like playing Kaizo Hacks much anymore, so I guess I gotta go for Farewell Golden. I don't hate Kaizo Hacks. I kind of don't like lots of the more modern Kaizo Hacks. Lots of them are just wall kicks. I just don't think wall kicking for 20 years is good gameplay. Apparently, I'm in the minority of that fucking thing because lots of people love that. I don't know. Anyways, I'll be all that yapping. We're at the end of Old Site. Collected 80 star, and just right above me is the last star. Now we are on to course 10. Another level that could cause issues if shit goes bad. This is just maybe as course 9 just flipped on its just flipped upside down. That is the concept of it. So some of these platforms are different than what they were in course 9. Oh my god, that was scary. Oof, that was kind of scary. Whew. I do want to talk more. There's not much to talk about in these levels. It's just me trying to lock in to not make deaths. But if here, you could go from here all the way to the bottom. And then you have to climb back up a little bit for a start. Alright, we get to start from the panels. And I actually don't know what the intended is. I don't remember at all what it is, but for the run, we could just go around here. I think it had something to do with something to do with going down there, whatever, but you could just go around that corner and just skip all of that. Brain strainer, you had a day-long headache after you make the 2 in SS6. Yeah, that's understandable, honestly. I could understand that, because you gotta design a level that works both upways and downways, or whatever, upside down or whatever. And also, you want to make sure that they look nice too. I guess in SRS6, you didn't care that much, but in this one, you want to make sure it looked kind of nice. Anyways, those green platforms over there also signify the safe platforms, and everything else is quicksand. Good night. The end's very near, but you should not stay awake for even though if it's another like 10 minutes away, because I was awake for like 30 something hours the other day. I wanted to go to bed. I actually applaud people for making levels like this that are good and I can play, because I know my ass will not be able to make levels like this at all. Okay, now we're on to the last part here. You're here, and now you're supposed to go on the outside to go onto the upper level because your triple jump wall kick there. Just skip that. But you know, because I appreciate you guys so much, I'm gonna show you how to what happens and how to do it. I appreciate the marathon so much. Yes, anyways, now we are done with this level. And we'll go back to quest 7 for the 1 box star. Now if I could do this strat. There we go. There we go, and then we just get the start, and now we're on to one more revisit of a level. And AM6, thank you for the raid, dude. Hope your stream was swell. I'm just finishing up the end of my run. Thank you. I'm gonna need the good luck because the last level kind of sucks, and I'm gonna try to do a trick or try to do a skip for it. just to show it off because it's really cool. Yes, we're back in wing cap again for, you guessed it, star 7. I'm surprised I didn't bonk there. What the fuck? Okay, I can't complain. I walking off the wrong wall. Banger hack, yep. Very good hack. Why am I walking off that wall? Do I need to go like that? That wall felt like it was extended. Like that was definitely just a depth perception issue or something. But that didn't feel right. But whatever. We're up here anyways. Wait, this level has another funny fight at the beginning. Yeah, that's not great. Hopefully if I can clutch it up in this part. No, okay. Normally you can 2-cycle that boo by getting 2 hits in one go. It's easy to do on the first one because the last one the boo will just get to you quicker. But you can't 3-cycle it or 2-cycle it. See, funny thing, ahead, the doors right in front of me is the 4th ending of this game. But we won't go there because that's not the 100% ending. Although I have considered making categories for those. See, to the starter, I'm gonna miss. I'll get that at the end, and you'll see why I get it at the end. This level is basically a combination, kind of just every level in the game, or just kind of distorted. At least the original one was like more of a combination of it. This is kind of just like distorted random bullshit. It doesn't really resemble any level in this one, but at least the original, it was just a combination of like every level. Maybe it is. Maybe they're like odd parts that are actual levels or whatever of the game. But like, I don't think it is. I'm just basing it off how the original SR6. This is its own thing? Okay. The original SR6 actually had like parts from Bowser 1, Quest 3, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because builders just didn't want to do that this time, which fair enough. Almost forgot I was supposed to go for a second. Now here, if I can do it. There you go. You could do this with one metal cap. Normally you would get a second one, but if you're good enough, you could do it with just one. Original SR6 is fine. I think this is definitely the better thing to play. But like, SR6 isn't like bad by really bad by any means. It's still a pretty fun playthrough. Now here is a very funny part. See, you normally see here is a safe ground. Then all of a sudden, I'm going on the lava. Because anytime you go through these like these arrow walls or whatever, what's safe ground and what's lava gets switched. It's kind of a brain fuck. Now here is where it could go wrong. I will try this probably just once, but I want to get it because it's something cool that I found. Yeah, also the coins do get swapped too, but I will try this once. If you do this right, You can skip the whole thing and hit the water hitbox and skip a large section of this of the star. That is a really cool thing, and I like that I found that. And now we could just make it to the end. We're just finishing up the coins at the end of this star path. And right now we are above the first star that we saw, and we'll get it right at the end, and you'll see why specifically I'm at the end and not the start. Because when you get to the star, you die. So obviously it wouldn't be great to get at the end. You might as well get at the beginning. It might not great to get at the beginning because you want to get at the end. But yeah. So we're done with that stage. We get that, which is the last star in the overworld. Well, I guess there's this star too. Now this is normally where you would beat the game originally on 1.1 or 1.0. You could also do a harder Bowser fight, but that yellow warp there is the 100% ending. But in 1.1, Birdu added, you know, another thing, another level, which is just another version of Toilsome Shovel, but cooler. And this is where the remaining 6 stars of the run come from. Because originally this had 211 stars. He advertised it as 210, the bastard. But then he removed that 211 star in 1.0.1. And then added this level in 1.1. So this game has had a funny star count journey. Not as funny as 0.5 though, but you know. But yeah. Here's the funny star. This is a funny thing you can do for this star. This next star you're supposed to get with your secrets or whatever. But if you just go into Mario Cam, you could just hold left and... This is literally me just holding left. And then here, and then after the cutscene I hold down left. Normally you'd be able to not hit that, but even still. It's just very funny that you could do that. And then now we're on to the last time we're going through this slide. You only have to go 3 times. Now we'll go down here. To get a red coin. Get a star that's underneath. And then we'll finish with the red coin to get 1 more star. And I think hopefully the host is here and listening. Timing will end on the fade out after I get into the yellow warp. So after this level. I'm pretty sure I have enough. Do I have enough? I have enough red coins. Sorry, I always autopilot sometimes. I forget if I have enough red coins. I'm pretty sure I have enough red coins. Okay. Even if you die though, it's fine. You don't get fucked and punished for it. So it's fine if I die. That's the good thing about this. Anyways, I should be fine on red coins though. I always autopilot on like levels like this because I just assume I'm just gonna get everything or whatever. I should probably not always be on autopilot, but I just autopilot lots of the time. Yeah, there we go. And then the last red coin. And now we're at 216 stars. All we gotta do is go to the door, which takes us to the top again. Go back to the door, which takes us to the warp area again. And finish up the run. And time. It's always fun to run this category. This wasn't my best. This wasn't the best run ever. I lost quite a bit of time, but you know, it's still a very fun category to do. I always have a blast showing it off. and I hope to continue showing it off in future SRMs. Hopefully with a better time. Maybe even a world record someday, but who knows. Thank you guys for the GGs. I do appreciate it. But without further ado, I mean, we have time.